It's about 40 in the morning. I think it is. I'm not going to keep doing these videos because if I'm going to be awake because I can't sleep, I'm going to just get messages to people so they're aware of the situation and what's going to happen today. But there was a comment made that based on the fact that the car wasn't moved when I was going to move mine, that they think that the car's not going to get moved today. Now obviously until I can park outside my house, I can't move my car. So until the car is moved, you know, it's a good job I don't need my car. I didn't plan on driving today anyway, and tomorrow I don't need to drive. Weekend I'm trapped in the house because of what I'm subjected to. But I actually hadn't planned on using my car the day that it happened on Wednesday. But because I was heavily targeted at weekend and the effect it had on me, I was meant to go somewhere Monday, but because of how I'd been made to feel and the impact on me physically and mentally, I couldn't do it Monday when I really needed to. So then I tried to do it Tuesday, because I had to go to a couple of places. I managed to get to one place, and to be honest, that was really touch and go, like, because of how I was feeling, because of the harassment and stuff at weekend. And then I was like, oh God, I'm not going to manage to go to two places. Like, I'm just so, like, drained mentally, physically. I couldn't do it. So then I was like, I'm going to have to do it Wednesday. And when I woke up on Wednesday, because this whole non-stop harassment has had a massive impact on my health, as well as, like, mentally, it's just been really tough on my body. So when I woke up on Wednesday, I literally was so exhausted. Do you know when you're just that tired, like opening your eyes is like the hardest thing, and getting moving is just almost impossible because you're just that tired. And that's what this has done to me. It's just made me so tired that I found it hard to get up. It wasn't like I'd gone back to sleep, like I just physically could not get up because of how mentally and physically I just feel beyond drained. And then it just seems to take forever to get things done, and it's been like that for days because of the impact on my health and my mental health, like non-stop stuff happening. And I got out later than planned again today, and I had to walk my dog before I could go anywhere in the car. So I was like, I need to go to this place. I should have actually gone Monday. And I went, and I was literally sat outside because I was filming, talking about how I'm feeling and stuff before any of this had happened today. And it just, like, I'm just so drained. I found it hard to go in where I was going. And then I got on my dog walk late, and then obviously I was on the walk when I found out what had happened. And then I'm having to, like, do this walk. I think it was like the second half of it, just feeling absolutely horrendous. Like, didn't want to come home, but I had literally no choice. Like, you know, I had the dog and I had other things that I had to come home for, so I had no choice. But in reality, I didn't want to. They're making me not want to come home. And this is, like, not just now, like other times I've literally, this parking thing's, like, been an issue for a while, but in general there's been so many times when I've, like, I don't know if I can physically go home because of how I'm being made to feel. So if I'd managed to do it yesterday or even Monday like I was meant to, but Monday I was completely gone. I was so drained mentally what I'd been through. I'd been tortured at weekend, let's just put it that way. The impact on my mental health was just like, it's beyond cruel. And I was just, Monday, I was just like, I can't do it. I was on this struggle. And then Tuesday, I've got to be home by a certain time. So that also played in, because I got out late. I couldn't do two things. Not that I even felt up to it, but I have to get home for a certain time to avoid another situation that's been ongoing. And then Wednesday, I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to go. Like, I need to go. It's like I should have gone 3 days ago, but the impact people were having on me has basically prevented it. So if it would have happened when it was meant to happen, I wouldn't have left the street in my car on Wednesday, maybe not even Tuesday. So obviously I knew getting it out of the way, I wouldn't have to leave Thursday in my car. And Friday I don't need to use my car, if, like, you know, obviously until I'm unblocked, I can't move my car. And the way I feel, like, I'm in no fit state to go and get in that car and move it, because I just can't cope anymore. Like, literally the impact on me is just next level. Like, I'm gonna have to speak to a doctor because they're making me ill. And I need to tell them what's happening to me and who's doing it, because I can't deal anymore. I can't deal with what the police were allowing to happen to me. And, like, yet again, I'm getting no sleep. Like, you know, I'll be lucky if I get an hour. Like, I'm too stressed out. Like, I don't even want to lie down. And I tell you that when I do sleep, I have nightmares about what I'm being subjected to, the things that have happened. I had a nightmare the other night about one of the incidents that has impacted me quite heavily, and that nightmare affected me so much that the next day I just felt horrible. Have you ever had those nightmares where it's been something that's happened to you and you have the nightmare about it, and you feel like you did when it happened, but it feels worse because it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So when I do sleep these days, it's normally a bad dream. I mean, to be honest, I should call it all nightmares, because obviously I'm being put through hell. So even if I'm just dreaming about it and it's not the worst thing they've done, it's still a nightmare at the end of the day. And, like, loads of people on the street have been involved. Well, 4 main houses, but others have been involved. And they've got involved in nothing, basically, and made my life a living hell. So at least I don't need my car. But yeah, I did get this message saying, and you know what, even though, like, someone said to me, like, they probably won't move the car deliberately to cause more upset, I'm still there, like, who would do that? And I should know who would do it, because I've had 3.5 years of absolute hell. Like, do you know what I mean? Yet I'm still surprised when something happens, even though worse things have happened, and I'm still like, why would anyone do that? Like, and maybe it's because I wouldn't do that, but I'm still always like, why would anyone do that? Or surprised at it, even though I know it's going to happen. Like, I don't mean this, I just mean in general. Like, when I know something's going to happen, like, I'm just like, still surprised by people's behaviour, because I just don't comprehend it. I'm so tired. But my head's just going round and round and round. I'm stressed out, my heart's still racing. I still feel like I'm going to be sick. I feel panicked and scared. Like, I'm scared what's going to happen to me. I'm absolutely terrified. But on that note, I've got some messages to send, and I need to get everything together, because I am going to contact the Telegraph, because the police are just allowing me to be tortured every single day of my life. And it's just, people have the right to know what the police are allowing to happen to me. At the end of the day, the public servants, they have a public facing role. They're meant to help people, they're meant to protect people, but they're not actually protecting me. They watch the evidence and they don't protect me. I just think that's absolutely cruel. It's cruel. It's beyond cruel.